Comments. You can see the finger going. Graham is a fantastic guy. Anyone that's met Graham will know that he's full of personality. He's excited about people. Relationships is a major priority for him. He's got a fantastic way of creating and maintaining relationships. And very quickly I got to know Graham. Before I started working with him, I knew him as a kind and very considerate person. He'd always be considerate about our needs and make sure that we got what we needed. And then I started working with him and I discovered some other things about Graham. Some of you might not know about the Graham stash. It's physically impossible to go hungry when you work with Graham. There is no way you can possibly go hungry. He shares everything that he has and he's got lots of wonderful treats. And he's also got a love for his job. And anyone that will listen to the ideas and the contributions that he's made, he's passionate about them. He loves to find opportunities to be of service and be of help to others. He loves his toys. I know Alison will know all about this. I hope he's got a playroom at home because he loves his toys. And on a few occasions, you could hear him giggle and say, "Can you believe we get paid to do this job?" He's just a fantastic guy. A lot of fun to be with. A lot of fun to learn from. Graham also has a lot of mischief in him, as many of you will know too. And I've learned to take special note of the Walker smirk. As soon as I see the smirk on his face, I know something is up. And I've shared this with some of you, and I'd like to share it with all of you so that you can watch out next time you interact with him. Because I was playing classical music, or orchestral classical music, on the radio. And Graham was just amazing me. Because he would pop up every now and then and say, "Oh, this is Dvorak. This is his concerto in C major in Brussels, and it was performed in Brussels." Or you'd mention Vivaldi, or you'd mention all of these wonderful artists. And I was just completely amazed of how well he understood classical music. I went and spoke to the ICS team and said to them, do you guys know the interest that Graham has in classical music? And they all started laughing at me. And then I learned that he had this little gadget on his phone. On his phone that was listening to the music that was playing, it would pop up the artist and he would just type up, this is what it was. I was so impressed. This is one of many of his tricks. I've only been able to spend a short 6 months with him. I wish it could have been longer. I've learned from him. He's got a way about him that I hope to emulate going forward, and I really appreciate the time with you. And Graham, on behalf of myself, Dudley, and the team, we're going to miss you. And we really appreciate the time you spent with us. And thank you for being such a great leader and a support to us.
Brothers and sisters, I'm going to ask. Shakespeare once, in fact, said that the world is a stage, and we all have our part to play in that. And I like to liken the area office to being one enormous stage. It's not a comedy; it's quite serious. But basically, the area office is like a stage, and so we have various people coming onto the stage, and we have the people going off the stage, the sets changing, and the storyline stays consistent, but certainly it's different as it goes along. And I've been an actor on the stage for 20 years, and it's been a privilege. But now the script writers have seemed to write me out of the plot, and I gracefully leave the stage. But I must say that in leaving the stage, I'm actually quite happy to leave the stage at this point, because I know that the department that I've helped, been privileged enough to build, and I must tell you, ICS, I was ICS when it first started. I was the technician, I was the boss, I was the technician. I'd stand and argue with myself in the mirror. And, so it's basically built since then. It's grown into quite a larger type of organization, but I'm actually very happy and very content that I've left it in fantastic hands. I couldn't, the department's going to fly. And so certainly Fernanda's going to take it from a step, taking it up more. And so, basically, in being on the stage, and then I've got to meet a lot of people, work with a lot of people, and I'm grateful for the friendships that I've actually been able to form. And that's what's so special. There's acquaintances, there's friendships, and I feel that I've actually had a lot of friends. And I'd like to actually just leave with you a poem related to the friendships and the effects that you've had on me. It says, hang on a second, put that down because I know this is coming out. We'll see if we can get through this one. There's a comforting thought at the close of the day when I'm weary and lonely and sad. That sort of grips my crusty old heart and bids it be merry and sad and glad. It gets in my soul and it drives out the blues and finally thrills through and through. It's just a sweet memory that chants the refrain. I'm glad I touched the shoulders with you.
Oh, cute.
Did you know that you were brave? Did you know you were strong? Did you know there was one leaning hard? Did you know that I waited and listened and prayed and was cheered by your simplest word? Did you know I longed for that smile on your face, for the sound of your voice ringing true? Did you know I grew stronger and better because I had merely touched shoulders with you? I'm glad that I live, that I battle and strive for the place that I know I must fill. I'm thankful for sorrows. I'll meet with a grin what fortune may send, good or ill. I may not have wealth, I may not be great, but I know that I always will be true. For I have in my life that courage you gave when I once touched shoulders with you. Very grateful for you, brothers and sisters. It's been a wonderful privilege, a wonderful opportunity. So I thank you for your love. Much appreciated.